Burbex.
Hi there, welcome back to Burbex, Brin's Urban Exploration. In today's great episode, we're going to be exploring this ancient building, which is actually hundreds of years old. In the past, this would have been like a courtyard house for a very rich family in this small village. Later, it was taken over by the communists and used as a community centre. And even later still, it was taken and turned into a library. We're going to go and take a look around it today. Don't forget, if you love urban exploration videos with a China twist, be sure to hit like and subscribe. And don't forget, when you subscribe, be sure to ding 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 that bell for great new videos from Burbex, Brin's Urban Exploration every week. Let's go. This doll has puppies which I found the other day. Here says residents of the Yins. Don't know who the Yins were. Damn Vacha. Look at that. It looks like it's been empty since May 2008. Look at the cobwebs. Got to be super careful here because the floor is rotten as hell. This is the newer part of the building. Got to move very quietly because we're right by a police station. Everything is collapsing here. We're lucky though because it's windy today, and the wind covers my sounds. Wow, look at these doorways. Actually, out here there's a water feature. Very old. Got to be careful though. There's people outside. That sign on the outside says danger. The light is perfect right now. Chuan Huanbao Ke. Look at this cupboard. Some kind of records. These records would have gone back to 1954, 1955. 1956 even. This is super old. On the other side of this window is a community centre and a police station. Gotta be careful. These circular doorways that you can see, even though that's a very Chinese style, it's not exactly ancient. This is a very 1950s, 1960s communist style design. And you can even see that like in the design of the tiles around it. It's a style though. I quite like it. I'm coming into the kitchen area now. This is where they would have done the cooking. These are like enormous woks. This one's got a lid on it still. They would have been cooking in there. Nothing cooking now, eh? We're coming out. Shit, what's that noise? We're coming out into the ancient building now. You can see we were in there just now. This building was probably attached in the 1950s. But if we look here, this building is hundreds of years old. Very ancient, very beautiful. See, there's the well here. Looks like the well still has water. You can see that this was the library. It would have been a very big, beautiful library. Look at some of the details on these windows. Look at the way they're hinged like that. Long corridors like this are great for the airflow. So it means that a building like this, even in the summer, would still be very cool. And it looks like we're coming up to the main entrance now. Look at this incredible door. Look at these door knockers. It reminds me in Labyrinth when Sarah has to choose between the two door knockers who are both very grumpy.
What do you think, Ludo? Which should we choose out of these two ugly characters?
I can't tell if it's the wind that's making those noise or people. In my last video, when I was exploring the abandoned nuclear bunkers, a lot of people commented that they would be too afraid to go around in the dark, afraid of what lurks in the dark. To be honest, often I find things are more scary in bright daylight. Seeing a monster in the dark, you only see a few features of it, but in bright daylight, you get to see everything. This place is actually kind of creepy, even in the day. Let's keep looking around though. Creepy. Over there you can see another part of the library which is even more ancient. We'll try and get in there a bit later. This whole building feels like it's alive. You find that a lot of ancient buildings in China have this red wood. Originally this would have been mahogany, probably what they call hongmu, or just red wood. Even though this is wooden, it's actually fake. It's been stained and varnished with red. So it gives the same impression, but it's a completely different material. Look at all the tiled roofs as well, aren't they beautiful? What surprises me about this library is that for such a small village, this is a very big, expensive old building. This gate. I'm completely in love with this style of gates. The details on it are incredible. Can you see those lotuses just there? Lotuses represent rebirth as they pull all the shit out of the bottom of the river or the lake and turn it into a big beautiful flower. And look at all these little scenes just here. Probably all tells a story, but we have no idea what kind of story. Isn't that beautiful? So many details here. Look, right down to the details in the door handles. Look at the floor as well. These tiles. I can't even tell what kind of style that is. One of the things that's interesting to me in China is that a lot of these older buildings have been repurposed many times. That actually makes it very difficult to identify with these buildings, find out kind of what style, what history they have, because it was such a mix and mash. And even if you ask the locals even find it difficult to identify these features as well. I guess in that sense you could say it's very postmodern. It's a great big accidental mashup. Normally I'll be complaining about all the noise of construction, but it's a perfect cover for me today. There's another well here. Unfortunately, although the shell of the building still remains, there's not a lot left inside. Everything's been moved out, moved to the new library, What we're going to do now is try and sneak into the older half of the building and see if we can look around there. That part we have to be super careful because it's right behind the police station. Don't want to run into any Chinese cops. We actually have to go through a community centre to get out of here. I have to be very quiet. And we'll see, we were just in that building. We're in the older part of the library now. There's another of these big gates. This one looks much more wrecked.
Hello.
Look at all these mouse traps. Look at all these mouse traps. It's another wheelchair, much older this time. It looks like they started to renovate this place, then just gave up. I have no idea what these things are. Maybe some kind of fly trap? See, that's the other side of that door we were just looking at. It says something about Maoism on the door there, but it's all been rubbed off. This is hairdresser's room. There's a secret door. Oh. Oh, this leads up to the second floor. Gotta be super careful here. The whole building is falling down. You can see all the people and see the restaurants next door. Looks like this character's upside down. Something room. What surprises me most of all about this space is that even though it's old, even though it's falling down, this place is actually hundreds of years old and it's still here. I don't think in 20 or 30 years half the modern buildings will still be remaining, but these places will still be here for much longer. It's odd, there's this little hole between the rooms here. These were all dormitories, so I have no idea what this hole was for. It still has the room number on it as well, 403. Sides. This is still used as some kind of storage room. What's this? This is the building that I really want to get into, the new library. But it's got bars on all the windows. It's impregnable, even for me. Li Fa Qin Jin. Hairdressers, please come in. Well, that was a fun little trip. Sometimes if you come to these small villages, you can find little gems like that. I'm going to get off home now. Don't forget, if you like this video, be sure to hit like and subscribe. And I'll see you again next time for another great episode of Burbex, Brin's Urban Exploration. Let's go.